And we're back. It's been a while. Sam from the Night Shift Football Podcast. How are you, mate?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Monday, Arvo. You're on holidays. I'm on holidays.
Yeah.
None of us are working. We're just two bums on a podcast.
Excellent. It's the way I want to live my life, I think.
This is your first episode since 76, way back in October. What's new in your world? What's going on? Talk to me.
Because I haven't been on here,
Yes.
it means I haven't been bullied online as much.
Yes.
You know, last time I was here, I was picked on for being a Boston fan,
Yes.
drinking whiskey. I was called woke because I didn't hate The Little Mermaid.
Oh, I should have got that. I should have found that comment because what were we talking about? We're doing the movie reviews, and we just laughed that people were angry about The Little Mermaid, and
People were
some
furious.
On YouTube Shorts that got picked up in America, like on the algorithm over there, and they're the biggest snowflakes of all time. They got really angry.
Something like a whiskey drinking Celtics fan.
What would a whiskey drinking Celtics fan
Of course
know
you don't
about
care about
tradition?
Yeah,
What
something
the
like that.
fuck was that?
Just because I don't hate The Little Mermaid. I feel neither way is about The Little Mermaid.
So I'll try and have I've written a less controversial pod for us today. So hopefully you don't catch any strays online.
I'm sure I'll dig myself the hole anyway.
I think Josh was pretty popular on TikTok last week. He was getting a few comments, but
Good. Happy for him.
yeah,
Good for you, Josh.
I've heard a rumor though about you.
Oh no.
Yeah, this one might be tough to debunk. Is it true you sat alone in a cinema for 12 hours last week?
It's not true.
Okay.
But I don't hate the idea of doing it.
Yeah, it could be worse things to do, isn't there?
Yeah, I was definitely with two people.
Okay, so get that out the way early.
Get
It wasn't
that out the way
alone.
early.
And how long was it for?
It was 2 back-to-back movies, 4.5, 5 hours.
What'd you see?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, go on.
I saw a movie called The Holy Mountain, followed by El Topo, which are two 70s experimental acid films by a French-Chilean director called Alejandro Jodorowsky.
Okay, so I'm not in trouble for not knowing.
No, it's real niche
Pretty niche stuff.
pretty
Was it any
crap.
good? Any good?
I loved it.
Would you recommend it to people on here? Or?
Not your crowd, I don't think.
Oh shit!
That's not a dig at anyone. That's just
right,
I know
fair
that I'm
enough.
a movie dickhead.
Yeah, fair.
I know
enough.
that.
I haven't been to the movies in a couple of months. Last one I saw was Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney and the dude from the new Top Gun.
Pass.
Yeah,
pass.
fair enough.
Yeah.
They've been calling you the Pep Guardiola of the North.
Oh, is that so?
That's what I've been hearing. Are you still coaching? How are the boys tracking?
I am
What's
coaching.
going on?
Pep Guardiola wins games.
Yep. Oh no.
Me, not so much at the moment, but it's early in the year. We've only had round one, so up the downs.
And
Let's
what?
go.
No good round one.
No good round one. Poor showing. We'll bounce back.
It's a long season.
It's a long season. We'll be right.
This will be another Tuesday release to everyone listening. I explained why last week. I ran out of upload minutes.
Yeah,
Because the Goon Bag episode went a bit too long. And if I uploaded yesterday, I would have had to upgrade to the gold subscription package.
We don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that.
No,
sort
we're
of
not
stuff.
ready for gold.
Did you listen to the Goon Bag episode?
I started to tune out the longer it went.
It happens.
But,
that's sort of the feedback I was getting.
I admire it.
Yeah, it had to.
Brilliant.
4
litres.
Yeah, 2 litres each, 15 standards each.
Well, I heard you said you went to the pub after and you threw up a lot. But
Yes.
Was it because of the goon or purely the amount of liquid in your stomach?
Well, I don't remember.
2 litres each.
So I think the alcohol might have had something to do with it because I just don't remember any of it. And I thought we were tracking like not too badly. And we got there and then we had a third of a pint.
Yep.
And I just let it go all through the smokers area.
Oh, no.
Yeah, happens.
You get that.
So yeah, Tuesday
It's
release.
only the TAV.
That's only the tab. Yeah. Fuck the tab. They don't even put the sport on for me.
No.
So Tuesday release. Let us know if you prefer Tuesday or Monday. I don't know. Gives me a longer weekend if I can do Monday nights instead of Tuesdays. So if it like clashes with any other pods, I don't know. Send some feedback in. Maybe I'll do a poll online.
Yeah, do it. Do a poll.
Do a poll. Let's roll into some news.
Yes.
I said I was going to commission a $5 news theme off Fiverr, but I haven't done that yet. So that's coming. Don't you worry. First story. This one's a bit close to your heart, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Arsenal and Liverpool bottle it overnight, handing the title to City on a platter.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, we don't have to go too deep into it because we might do a little preview of the last few weeks later. So just initial thoughts. Did you watch it? Was it a tough watch?
I just felt sick to my stomach.
Yeah, okay. That tells me what I need to know.
That's it.
We'll touch on that after. Aaron Taylor-Johnson allegedly offered the Bond role. Now, you're a big movie man. Do you like this guy? Is he deserving?
If he was the guy from Kick-Ass?
Yeah, so he's been in Kick-Ass, Avengers, Tenet,
Yeah.
and a few others that
Yeah,
escaped
he's okay.
me. He was okay.
Wouldn't be my pick for the next Bond.
A few other ones that were flying, like the rumours over the past few years: Henry Cavill, Tom Hardy, Idris Elba. If you could have anyone, who would you have?
I think at the moment the perfect candidate would be Denzel Washington's son. Is it John David? John David Washington. He was in Tenet. He was in Black Klansman, if you haven't seen that.
I probably would have seen him. I just didn't know Denzel had a son.
But if you watch Tenet,
Yeah,
you get a pretty good Bond vibe.
Similar sort
from
of
him.
vibe.
Yeah, I reckon he could do it. I reckon it'd be good. Classy.
I wouldn't mind like an Aussie Bond. Do you reckon any Aussies could pull it off?
They've had him.
Oh yeah,
But couldn't tell you his name.
One of the early ones was that Aussie,
tell
wasn't
you.
he? Fuck.
It was early.
It's always a quiz question. It's come up so many times.
I think he was in 1, maybe 2.
Oh, Bonds,
What would you
Bonds,
Aussie?
Bonds.
Who could be an Aussie Bond man now though?
Chris Hemsworth. Would he be good at it? Probably not. Would he look good doing it? Absolutely.
Too big.
Too big, yeah.
Too like
Like you think of him like walking through the casino.
Well, he looks-
he's just going to bump on the door frame.
he is. He looks a bit out of place in the suit as well.
you'd
Like
have
you know
to-
that he's a big buff guy trying to fit in a suit,
Yeah.
whereas Bond is like a normal kind of looking
Looks
dude.
like he shouldn't wear anything except
Yeah.
a suit.
Yeah.
I've got another Aussie for you.
Yep.
Ray Ma.
Rain.
Now, I wouldn't try and take over the world if I knew Alf Stewart was on my case coming after me.
Stewart. Yeah. The Flaming Galard.
The flaming galah. Could you imagine, like, you're
Yeah.
trying to like blow something up and you've just got him starting the flaming croat coming after you.
Absolute icon of
Yeah.
Australian TV
But
and YouTube.
And YouTube.
After the
the
Doodle Burger.
Doodleburger.
Just classic. And then, because they did all those videos with the dubs.
Yeah, classic.
some
That was
dodgy stuff. But
peak
him and
2010 humour. That was that sort of stuff.
him and his one of the co-stars, they went on Current Affair tonight would have been because Channel 7
Yeah.
and had a whinge about it.
Yeah.
But that's just going to make it worse, isn't it?
I don't know if I've
Have a
told.
laugh at yourself.
I don't know
Come
if I
on.
told this, but I don't know if. Actually, no, I don't reckon I should. We'll move that.
Yeah, we'll leave it alone.
Another Aussie one. Brendan Favola. Shaken? Stirred? No, I'll just have the whole bottle.
The whole bottle, thanks.
So yeah, I think it's fair to say we'll just
Yeah.
leave it to the English.
He wouldn't leave the.
Or the
he wouldn't leave
Americans.
Casino Royale. He's staying there.
Yeah, Crown Casino Royale.
He's staying at the casino
Kicked out.
till he's bankrupt.
American says she has to stop using her name in Australia because it has a different meaning here.
Ooh, what's the name?
A woman who moved from California to Sydney last month to study has said she had to stop going by a full name because it has a different meaning. Rah.
Yep.
Fucking journalists think they can just write the headline,
I
but a
know.
little bit longer in the next paragraph.
Yeah, every time.
Trying to get to the word count. I used to do that in year 10, and these cunts get paid to do it.
Have you ever looked up a recipe online?
No?
You search a recipe and you get like 4 paragraphs first. Like, this is a great little snack for when you get home with the kids
Just
from
give
school.
me
Like,
10
shut up.
teaspoons of whatever.
Tell me
Just-
what's in it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Devon Hales said she had to stop using her full moniker because Aussies associated it with packaged meat.
Fritz.
Imagine just calling your kids Smiley Fritz.
Smiley Fritz. Did you ever get a slice when you went to the shops every
I
time?
don't think I was into it when I was younger. I don't think they do it in other states.
Do you know what I'm
either.
talking about though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like every time we went food shopping, Mum would grab a
Yeah.
slice of Smiley Fritz and we'd eat it
Yeah.
right then and there.
Didn't they give them to kids for free or something as well?
No, I don't know if it's
Maybe
for
they
free.
got
I
a bit
think
stingy
Mum
as
kept the
times
wrapper
went.
and would
Yeah, fair enough.
pay for it.
But yeah, Devon Hales. So
Devon.
If your name's Devon, don't move to Australia.
Why she changed it?
She hasn't changed it. I think she just. Oh, she goes by Dev now. It's easier
That's
to explain. Yeah.
Sure.
What's the dumbest name you've heard? Because that's probably not too dumb.
The viral one that was getting around for a while was the Absidy. A-B-C-D-E.
Oh no, I didn't see that one.
Absidy.
That's terrible.
Just the alphabet.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
We did the story last year. Do you remember the journalist who named her kid Meth Rules? Methamphetamine rules. Just to see
if it would
like,
get
just
approved.
to see
Yeah.
like
They
if you
didn't
could
actually.
No, she did it.
What? I thought this was just to prove a point.
No. Yeah, it was to prove a point. And it got through.
Kid's going to live with it.
It got through the cracks, and they approved it. And then she was like doing all these.
Oh no!
She was doing all these interviews and whatnot about it. It went a bit quiet, but there's been an update since.
Yeah.
She's changed her name. She has a normal name now.
That's good thinking. What a bright spark.
She's going to have to live with the fact her name for a few months was methamphetamine rules.
The full not just meth rules.
No, it was methamphetamine, I reckon.
Full stretched out.
Meth for short.
Someone was sitting at a computer that day. It was a Monday.
Yeah.
And they were just scrolling through like green tick and everything. Green tick.
I'm just thinking about me at work, other people I know at work.
Yeah.
Or it could be the case of, geez, wouldn't that be funny if this got through?
Yeah.
Whoop.
Who let this one in?
Another dude we've been following over the past few weeks, Tim Narkey, who has been betting 10 cents for every follower on blackjack.
I've seen it. Yeah.
It's got his latest update. He's got up to 770,000 followers now.
That's big.
We'll take a look at his last one.
66 going to blackjack and betting 10 cents for every Instagram follower I've got. We have 725,000 of you weapons in here now, so a $72,500 bet coming up. I believe this is the fourth attempt at breaking the $500,000 mark. Let's get it in.
Alrighty, it's day 66. We'll go 70,000 on the no, 1,400 on the 21 plus 3, and 1,200 on the pairs. We have been dry rubbing the labia of the $500,000 mark for some time now, and if we can win this today, we breach $500,000. Show me 10 here. 16 plays a 9. Oh no, you hate to see it, but we will hit. Maybe I should have stood and done the dumb thing. 19. Oh, we've gotten away with one, possibly. If she turns an ace, I'll shit my pants live on camera. Give her an 8. Job done. $500,000. Go. 10 here. No, yes. Yes. $500,000. That's
So he's up to $500,000 in profit just by...
Unreal.
Yeah, 10 cents for every follower. So it's got me thinking, I reckon we should do something similar.
How legit?
How legit?
Yeah.
Do you reckon it's a bit sus?
Has he lost yet?
Oh, yeah, he's lost a few times. There's a few in a row, but there are some of these creators online that do like gambling on these apps, and they get so much views that these websites are happy to keep paying them. And I reckon some of them are pretty sus as well. So maybe just one to keep an eye on. But he has lost a little bit, won a little bit. But imagine the free exposure, like this website, whatever it is. He hasn't dropped the name of it, so he mustn't be on the bankroll yet.
Not yet.
But I'm thinking, I want to do something similar, but I don't know what. So if people could send in some ideas, we could just turn into a full-blown gambling podcast and just...
DGen stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not blackjack, maybe something different for every...
Nothing on... I don't like the electronic... I think you mentioned it on your show.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks ago.
Maybe.
The electronic card games. Don't trust them.
Nah,
don't trust them.
Anything electronic, I just don't trust, except the pokies.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they're great value, aren't they?
Trust or habit?
That's beers. That's beers, and you put an automatic trust. So yeah, I reckon do something similar. Send in some ideas. Like we do like $1 or like a listener, and then or no, not $1 a listener. Actually, no, that's a terrible idea. Like 10 cents a listener for the week, and
Money
then
bags.
Not on blackjack. Maybe like I don't know. I don't get paid to make the ideas. That's for the listeners.
A Heaps About Nothing punk club.
Yeah, and then someone's bet every week.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll work on that. We'll work on that.
Brilliant.
What I want to talk about this week, I've been sitting around. We've had a few days off lately, a few long weekends.
Yep.
Always watching a lot of TV, a lot of sport, a lot of news. I want to talk about commentators / TV presenters. Do you have any personal favourites? Any personal most hated?
I always think of like moments.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But like in terms of just one individual, I think favourite and least favourite now,
Oh yeah.
Martin Tyler.
Yeah, he's one of those ones where he was like the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But now he comes on, you're like, oh, Martin Tyler.
I saw him described as being like an old man who's watching the game and calling it while also looking through his bag for something and fumbling around.
Yeah, it gives like a little bit of spark now, but not too much.
No,
like Liverpool will score and you go, oh, yep, Liverpool has scored.
He sounds like everything that's happened has caught him off guard.
Yeah, literally, yeah. But not too off guard, just a little bit surprised.
Yeah. Like he's looking at something else.
A commentator that's been getting a little bit of flack lately is Kelly Underwood.
Yes.
And I know you have a good opinion of her.
I do.
Because you don't mind it because it riles a few people up, doesn't it?
It is what it is, I think she gets an unnecessary amount of hate because she messes up. I think they all mess up.
Yep.
But she gets noticed more.
Yeah.
And then I just love every time there's an online post about Kelly Underwood, the comment section is a read and a half, I tell you.
So she's an AFL commentator here in Australia. She'll often get like the Sunday Arvo Foxtel games, like the graveyard shift ones.
Yeah.
It'll be like GWS versus North Melbourne. No one will care. Then she'll bob up with the orange team, stuff like that. I think we played a highlight package of her maybe last year, but I don't think she's that bad. But I'm concerned. I want to know if she's okay. I think she might have dementia.
Oh,
that's not good. So
you reckon?
So this was a couple of weeks ago.
Still to come on this Easter Sunday, the Tigers searching for that first win of 2014.
2014?
2014. So
it's gone back 10 years.
I wish it was 2014. I would have been in year 12, loving life, drinking goon
again.
bags on the weekly, not just once every year and throwing up everywhere. But maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was just a one-off. It happens to everyone. I come on here and make mistakes every week.
Every week, yeah.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Happens.
Is it on its way? It's offline. So the first score of the second quarter. Can they win a quarter of football for the first time in 2014?
And here's a
That was a week later. She's popped up with the 2014
Shit.
again.
Conspiracy theories. She is a genuine time traveler.
I'm thinking she's like traumatic incident in her life. She's stuck in the past.
She's stuck in 2014.
Gabby used to work in like aged care, and she said she'd go into the old people, and the old lady be like, or the old man would be like, "Oh, hey, Doris," like think she's her wife from like 50 years ago. Maybe that's what started happening on Fox Footy.
Yeah, she's it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Are you a Brian Taylor fan?
No, I'll be the first one to stick my hand
excellent.
up and slam Brian Taylor.
Yeah, he's. I'm worried.
Yeah.
Because similar to how you're worried about Kelly may have some trauma in the past. BT, we all laugh at him.
Yeah.
Whether we love him or hate him because he's just an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm worried that it's going to come out one day. This whole time we've been laughing at a disabled man.
He just does look like a big lump that he could have got lost out of the local institute.
Plenty of undiagnosed stuff going on there, I reckon, BT.
I agree. I'm going to have to agree. But with Kelly, I don't know. I reckon she's a bit hard done by it. Just because she's female, people love to pile on. It doesn't just happen to females. There's some pretty dumb shit that comes out of the men's commentating mouths.
Yep.
So this is a classic. You'll remember this one. This was from 14 years ago now.
Let's go.
We're off to Fratton Park where there's been a red card, but for who, Chris Kamara?
I don't know, Jeff, has it?
Classic.
I must have missed that. Red card.
Chris, have you not been watching? I haven't.
Thought he was being subbed.
I don't know where that's come from, Chris. I have no idea what has happened there. What's happened, Chris?
I don't know, Jeff. I don't know. The rain must have got in my eyes, Jeff.
Chris, let me tell you, according to our sources, Anthony Van Den Boer has been sent off for a second bookable offence. Get your fingers out and count up the number of Portsmouth players who are on the field.
No, you're right. I saw him go off, but I thought they were bringing a sub on, Jeff.
Wow.
So they do Soccer Saturday, the show where they just sit in like a room somewhere and they just go around to different grounds, and then they've thrown over to this one guy whose one job is just to keep half an eye on what's happening.
On the one game
The
that
one
he's
game
at.
that, yeah.
He's
These
actually
other
there.
the people on the panel are watching all fucking 100 games.
Yeah.
This dude is just the correspondent for this one game. And what's happened down there? I don't know.
I don't know, Jeff, has he? I think, can you imagine if we had that? Because obviously they've got terrible... It's hard to watch your teams play in England.
Yeah.
Unless you're there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Imagine if we had all our AFL games were all scheduled at the same time on a Saturday.
And you couldn't watch it because
And they didn't have the
it was in the
rights.
blackout time.
Yeah, and they just sat it there.
So
And
if it's-
you watched a bunch of guys on a panel like this. And they crossed to whoever.
Yeah, just watching score updates. Like you're watching
Yeah.
FOTMob on your phone, just ding. But But yeah, so I don't know. It's a bit questionable. It could happen to anyone. It could absolutely happen to anyone. Now, sometimes it's not dementia you have to worry about. Sometimes it's violence. The commentators sometimes have to worry about. Do you remember Rex Hunt?
What a strange man.
What a strange man. You thought BT was strange.
Yeah.
This is like 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
This man was getting around.
Used to kiss fish and stuff.
Yeah, he had a fishing show, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is him.
Yibbita.
This is him trying his hardest not to get in a punch on with a fan.
Here we go.
Some chocolates to a smoker, and it's on. It's on. It's the Eagles by 7 points.
I beg your pardon?
And
Don't go smoking here, mate, or I'll get you thrown out. You sit down, you blokes. You should be at the cricket. You don't tell me to sit down. You should be at the cricket, you idiot.
West Coast.
Go and smoke or I'll start and fart, mate. You piss off yourself.
West Coast.
Sit down, you Mongrel.
11. Carlton
Bloody
7.
smoker,
10.
you go and have a go then.
Oh, man.
Mid-game.
Not a happy man is the Pakistan friends
I give
in front
a
of us.
stuff about him. He's killing all these people with passes smoking. Smoking your fat crap. The ball to the half-forward line, and here come Carlton.
Good passage of play there by Carlton. They really did move that ball from
You
one
don't
end of
have
the
to
ground
put
to the
up
other.
with that. Is just totally unacceptable in a modern society, smoking that shit.
McIntosh to bring
The other
Mooney
commentators
back into
trying to
play.
move it
Actually,
on.
those blokes have got a lot of mates here.
He's ready
Come
to
out the back, you idiot.
He's fired up as the young man in,
Go
well,
and play for Carlton.
ball's brought back into play. West Coast trying to work it forward.
Tell you what.
He pumped there.
He still wants to go
Turn
on
that
with
up.
it, Rex.
Turn it.
Hey, sit down.
But you're not even the one smoking, sir. It's your
hectic.
mate. Hang on.
Hey, Rex, sit down, sit down.
Rex. Security's arrived. Yeah. And now the members are having a go as Beaumont tries to level the score.
My God.
I think it kicked on for a little bit longer.
He was
after
picking
that
on
as
a
well.
lot there as well. He was picking on smokers, picking on the cricket. Somehow that got dragged into it. And
You just stay out of Rex's way, don't you? He just likes what he likes.
he just teed off.
Maybe just shut the window because you can imagine him with the commentary box just overlooking. Look, they've got the members below. The boys at the back just want to have a dart.
Oh, no. The best line there was, I think, "You smoking mongrel." Unreal. You guys should be at the cricket.
Some of the abuse that these old blokes used to give out back in the day. I reckon we're a bit one-dimensional with our abuse these days. I'm just thinking like when we went to United Friday night, it's just the same sort of stuff. I reckon we
Yeah.
might need to get a bit more creative.
Yeah, you always want to hear someone try and be a bit funny or a bit witty. You don't just want to hear,
you just don't want to hear "fuck you."
"Hey,
cunt."
ref, you're a dickhead." Like, yeah, he is, but
Like, come on, like what?
yeah,
like
we know.
the best one that we usually pump out. Say there's been a foul in the first 30 seconds. What do you hit them with?
He's been doing it all day.
Been doing it
This
all
one.
day. That's just
And how many times?
and how
Yeah,
that one usually gets a giggle.
Yeah.
So
does.
if you're going to yell out at the footy, just be a bit more creative. And last one, if it's not the violence,
Sorry.
you're not
That was
worried.
giving me the Rocket Eade vibes. Remember the Rodney Eade about Will Minson? That was.
I reckon we played that.
Oh
one
my
before.
gosh,
That's
that
good
is
stuff.
hectic. That one, isn't it?
We might have to do sprays next time. Good coaching
Yeah.
sprays. We'll
It's
look
like-
into that one.
We can't hear. Sorry, mate. Like 5 seconds later,
Fuck you, Will.
he's just straight on screaming.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
classic.
And if you can't, who can you trust if you can't even trust your own co-host? This
Oh.
one's a classic. This one's from Adelaide. You'll remember this one.
Willow?
And England skipper Andrew Strauss arrived in London, proudly showing off the little urn. They'll spend 4 days at home before flying out for the World Cup. And Belinda, I just can't understand how something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much. Weather's next with Jane Riley. But
That
first,
can't be
here's
real.
George Neves.
It has to be
100%
like one of those.
Mark Aston, poor guy, man. I went to we do quiz on Wednesdays, like
Yeah.
pub trivia,
Yep.
smash some beers. We went to one at some place on Regency Road. Walk in, pub
Aston.
quiz. Mark Aston is the host.
Well,
It's not that interesting. I just want to bring it up.
I guess a fall from some sort of grace.
He's gone all
guess,
right. He's doing
yeah.
a lot of anti-gambling talks
yeah.
these days.
Okay.
I think he's had a few rough years. So shout out Mark Aston.
Good on you, Mark.
Good
you,
on
don't,
him.
you shouldn't have to take that from your co-workers either. That's bullshit. Yeah.
Could you imagine if it was the other way around?
Oh,
It'd be all over.
what if he was insinuating that she had a small dick?
Yeah. Hey, you never know. We said earlier we'll do a bit of a Premier League final stretch preview. I know this is touchy subject for you at the moment. You just couldn't think of anything worse than talking about the Premier League, but you do have a Premier League podcast, not just a Premier League podcast, but a soccer podcast in general. So you've got the expert opinion or analysis. What do we think we're looking at for the final 6 weeks? Because we got a three-horse race. Manchester City sitting on 73 points, Arsenal and Liverpool both on 71 after last night. How do you see it?
It feels like the inevitable has just happened, and that at some point City were just going to keep winning all their games, and Arsenal and Liverpool were going to mess it up somewhere. I didn't expect it to be this weekend with Liverpool playing Palace and Arsenal Villa, but it is what it is. And so City have been gifted that top spot now, and I just can't see anyone. I can't see him dropping any points.
Nah, because I feel like it's happened on a few seasons where City have that slow start and then they just go on that like 25 game undefeated run.
Yeah.
And then just everyone else just falls down around them. So do you reckon is it a case of City too good or Arsenal, Liverpool just not as good? Because Arsenal was second last year. Have they gotten better or just still too
Arsenal
far
have
away?
gotten a lot better. It's just the Liverpool as well. Liverpool are brilliant, but it's just the Manchester City machine. Like, it literally is just a football machine that just keeps rolling on.
A machine powered by oil.
Yeah, literally.
we can slander them on here.
But they just, they lose a player here or there. The replacements that come in off the bench for them are like world class and starting at most of the other clubs.
Yeah.
Liverpool and Arsenal have a little bit of depth, but nowhere close to that. And then this time of year, you get the knockout European games as well.
Yeah,
and it's just more football. And
I've got the fixtures here for the 3 teams. I'll just run through them and we'll just see who do you reckon's got the softest draw, who's got the hardest draw. We might be able to pick a winner out of the 3 teams. So City come with Brighton away, Forest away, Wolves at home. Should be all 3 wins there, shouldn't it, really?
3 from 3.
Fulham away, win.
4 from 4.
Spurs away. There's probably the only 50-50 there.
All 3 teams have to play Spurs. So.
And West Ham at home, win on final day.
I'm putting down 6 wins.
Arsenal, who are 2 points behind. So it really doesn't matter anywhere from there if you get 6 wins for City.
Yeah, it's done.
Wolves away, Chelsea home, Spurs away. So you could easily see some points drop there.
Easily.
Bournemouth home, United away, Everton home, who could be needing a win on last day.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Especially since you lose points all the time because you're a cheat.
Yeah, so we...
Apparently. Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly. And Liverpool have Fulham away, Everton away, West Ham away. If they're going to play all these away games, maybe there's a slip up in there.
Maybe.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
And then Spurs at home, Villa away.
Sorry, no. Every pun intended.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Oh, it happened
just
last night.
Go hard at them.
One of them, was it Van Dijk went ass up, and I just got I just got flashbacks to Stevie G slipping on his ass.
Oh, iconic.
There's an icon. Speaking of iconic sports moments, there's one.
Poster of it on the
wall. Just like Steven Gerrard just on his hands and knees.
On his hands and knees, watching. Yeah, like there.
We'll get him to sign it or something.
On the wall behind the pod.
So, we're actually speaking about what should we get on the wall.
Yeah.
Gabby was showing me some prints that she was going to buy off Shein for $2.50 each.
What were they?
I don't know, just the like random shit.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah, ethically sourced because it's on Shein.
Yeah, sure.
So we're happy to lock in City there as the winners.
6-year-old Bangladesh girl.
Yeah, paid 10 cents a year.
Yeah, a year.
So we got City as the winner. Who's going down? We got Luton, Burnley, Sheffield in the relegation spots with 25, 20 and 16 points.
Burnley and Sheffield are gone. They're long gone.
So really it's just between Everton, Forest, Luton on 27, 26 and 25 points. Everton got 2 games in hand though. Not that that's going to help us.
Yeah, I think Luton go down.
I think Luton go down?
Yeah,
well,
I think
they're already down there.
Yeah, I think they stay there. And they just don't have enough about them. Like, it's a shame because I've enjoyed them this year.
They've got that cool ground. It looks like they played around 4 sheds.
Yeah.
You got to walk through someone's backyard.
Yeah. It's what would you call boutique? Let's go with boutique.
I like that.
Bunch of corrugated iron.
Yeah. You mentioned before the points deductions. Everton copped 8 points deductions. What are your thoughts on this? Because I was very dirty about this, especially given some of the shenanigans going on by other clubs around the league.
This is a shameless plug here. This is something we've talked about a lot on our pod. But it's the complications of City basically denying till they die, and they've got the money and the power to just keep saying we did nothing wrong.
Yep.
Everton went and tried to get help because they knew they'd broken the rules and just got punished for it.
I think self-reporting is not the way forward in anything in the world. I just don't think you should. No one's ever got off. We go, well, they self-reported, so they're in the clear.
If you're not snitching on others, why are you snitching on yourself?
So I think it worked out to be Everton made a $20 million loss in a period or whatever it was. But it's how much it's relative to your club. So City can go out and spend billions of dollars because they earn more. Everton's smaller club can't spend as much. I think this rule is just to protect big clubs.
It's very complicated because professional football assets and the money, there's so many loopholes and different windows of what you can spend on what in which kind of window and where it goes and what it's tied up in and stuff.
Yeah.
But then like you said, City, it feels like a rule that's come in and now it's just going to stop anyone else from being able to do what City have done.
Because it was in a separate, wasn't to do with the same stuff that we got done for, but they had like 115 charges against them in, I think that was to do with sponsorship, stuff like that.
Yep.
But they're the big club. They've got so much money, slap on the wrist. What are they never get punished for anything.
This is literally, you look at, like, I'm going like wider here, but you look at the entire world.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
The most money, the people in that tiny little 1% of the world, you know, they've got the money and the power to get away with whatever they want to get away with. You know, we're talking like, you know, like the people that own Newcastle as well, similar.
Yeah.
You know, the Premier League weren't going to allow them to buy it.
Yeah,
but then the government intervened and were like, no, you should because it's good for business.
Back in Saudi Arabia, they chop people's heads off.
And we're just like,
But they're billionaires. You can come own a club if you want.
So just keep denying, say you haven't done anything, and then they've put the onus on the Premier League to
I guess
prove
if like Premier League accountants can't figure it out and they're still getting done, what are we going to be able to say on here? It's above our heads.
It's thousands and thousands of pages of legal mumbo-jumbo documents as well. You know, that was just for Everton's, let alone the 115 Man City charges. So I don't think anything will ever happen. But
no one can be bothered going through the paper.
Fingers crossed they just lose all their leagues. Except for the ones where Man United finished second.
They just don't give it to who's second.
Just don't give it.
There's just no trophy awarded.
Is that what they did with the Tour de France when Lance Armstrong?
There's something that happened like that, and
they just didn't give it out. No one won.
Oh, enough of that. That's making me depressed. Champions League. Who wins that?
Champions League. It's hard not to say Man City again. Isn't it?
I don't have the full list of who's in it.
I think it comes from the winner of Man City and Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Yeah, they're facing off pretty early. Is it the quarters at the moment? Or
quarters
at the moment?
And then so the winner of that will play the winner of Arsenal. Because
that was 2-0 in the first
3-3.
3-3.
Yep.
Yeah. So winner of that wins it, you reckon? Winner
of that will play the winner of Arsenal and Bayern, which I think would be good enough to get to the final and beat anyone who's on the other side.
Yeah, fair enough. So with Night Shift Football Podcast, if you haven't listened to it, it is a great listen. You do a Euro version and then an Adelaide version.
Yep.
We obviously follow Adelaide United, living here in Adelaide.
Yep.
How dog shit are Adelaide United?
Absolute dog shit. I can't wait. We record Monday night, so after this I'll be going home and get to talk about the Premier League and be depressed again.
Yep.
All three of our teams lost actually.
Oh,
and then Adelaide United, just 1-0 up against 10 men. Still lost.
They were cruising as well. We were there watching up the top. 82nd minute, I was like, geez, I couldn't do it any easier if we tried. Yep. Bang, bang. And they had a player sent off as well.
Yep.
That just speaks to how bad this back four in this team is.
Yep. Shocking. I cannot wait for this season to be done. I'm just glad that our last 3 games are all away, so I don't have to go down there and watch these guys.
We got to go to
our
last home game. Farewell, Nestori and Irukunda. Yep. And there's still 3 games of the season left, so I think I might be tuning out for the last 3.
On in the background somewhere.
Speaking of Nestori Irukunda, is he as good as they say?
He's a king.
He's
great.
Putting in
Who's
bangers.
they? What are they saying? What do you mean?
I don't know. Me.
Is he as good as who says?
Me. I'll pump him up a fair bit. Nah. But how much expectation can you have? Bayern Munich bought him for what, 2 million?
I just think everyone needs to just get behind him.
Yeah.
It's not about like Australia is so bad for like tall poppy shit.
Oh my god.
You know, everyone. I feel like most people want to see him fail just to prove them right.
I feel like there's Australian culture in general, not even just sport. Like there'd be so many times, like back in the day, we'd put up a video on TikTok and people just like, oh, we should start a podcast. And like,
I got one on one of my
TikToks.
Someone just commented, "Dead podcast." Thanks. Cheers, buddy.
That's probably Cooper's burner account, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. What a dog.
Anything else you want to cover off?
Nah.
Bayer Leverkusen broke
huge
Bayern Munich's 11 league in a row winning streak. That's good to see.
Great to see. Undefeated. Even better to see is that Xabi Alonso's staying there and he's not going to Liverpool. So suck that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you're a Man United fan, you might not get any joy out of listening to Night Shift Football Podcast. They love slandering them.
Yeah, we do. We gave them some credit last week.
Everyone gets their fair shake of slander.
Yeah, and don't worry, all our own teams will be copping it tonight. Tommy's a Leeds fan, so they just bottled it on the weekend at home. Cooper's Liverpool and I'm Arsenal.
Where are Leeds sitting on the championship table?
Somewhere up the top there, but I think all the top sides lost on the weekend. No one wants it.
Yeah.
Just didn't want it enough.
Just didn't want it.
Just got to be hungrier. Just got to put your head over the ball.
Well, cheers for coming in
No
for me
worries.
today. If you want to catch more of
Love it.
Sam, hit up the Night Shift Football Podcast.
Do it.
I'll share this week's app on the socials.
Yeah, do it.
And hopefully he shares ours because we're scraping the barrel for listeners at the moment.
Especially the Adelaide United stuff. Get around that. We support our local.
Yeah, even
South
if you don't
Australian
listen to
football.
the Euro one, listen
Yeah.
to the red one. It's good stuff. All right, cheers for coming in with me today.
No worries.
Did you enjoy your Coke? You're off the frothies.
Yeah, trying to be.
Do you feel
a lot
better?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been working pretty hard.
I've been winding it back. So, 2 episodes ago, we had the goon bag here.
Yeah.
I was like, geez, take the foot off the pedal. We just had 2 beers last week.
Yep.
And now I'm having Coke, no sugar.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
We might ramp it back up next week.
If
Fossil's
you
coming
do,
back in.
if you do get the itch for the beers, the Heineken Zeros are excellent.
I've heard.
Like, I love them.
Yeah, we did a bit of work. Like, what was the best no alcohol beer on
alcohol-free
here? I
beer.
think we found like Heineken was the go.
It's fantastic.
Maybe we have to get maybe I'll get a carton next week and not tell Fossil and see how many he drinks and see if he gets drunk or not.
See if he starts. Ooh. Yeah.
All right,
and then go to the tavern, throw up everywhere.
Go to the tavern, yeah. Then we'll know it's just the
Watch the chase because they can't put sport on. Idiots.
Fuck the tav. All right, cheers for coming in.
Great way to finish.
See ya.
Bye.